Hello everyone, welcome back to Streed's Guide to Fraggle Rock. Today I'm reviewing Season 2, Episode 7, Mokey and the Minstrels. This episode starts out with Doc returning home with a gorgeous saxophone, remarking that it's his favorite instrument, intending to play it with the help of some books. Back in the rock, Mokey's singing a serene tune in an isolated cavern when suddenly she hears a voice, revealed to be that of the mysterious Cantus, who makes a second appearance since the Minstrels. Mokey asks if Cantus liked her song, and he responds in his usual opaque Cantus-like manner, and offers an alluring proposition to Mokey.
And I believe you're traveling our way. Perhaps you journey with us from here to there.
You want me to join you?
Only if you're going in the same direction.
Well,
Back in the Great Hall, the Fraggles are playing Rock High while the Minstrels make their majestic entrance like tranquil, buoyant spirits. Mokey gushes about the prospect of being a minstrel, and Cantus tells her that every real minstrel hears an inner ping. Not just any ping, however, it must be the ping. Afterward, the Minstrels sing what I consider their greatest song. I know this is a bit of a hot take, but even as impeccable as Let Me Be Your song is, this tune perfectly encapsulates what it's like to be a minstrel. There's so much information decorated into this masterpiece that seamlessly explores not only a minstrel lifestyle, but the minstrels themselves.
Music. Music in the air. Music moving everywhere. What I know I must declare, music makes us real. Bing! Make 'em minstrel out of stone, make 'em out of rag and bone, make 'em from a royal throne. Music makes us real. Hey!
Round and round, around we go, where we stop we never know. Round and round, to and fro, singing as we go. Whoa. Singing as we go, singing as we go, singing as we go.
After this majestic song, Mokey is even more enthralled by the seemingly mystical lifestyle of the Minstrels, and begins pinging away while her friends warn her of what this lifestyle could implicate, fearing that she'd leave and be away for ages, much like the other Minstrels. Cantus suddenly returns, asking Mokey to pack her things and meet with the others at Balancing Boulder, and Mokey is brimming with excitement, much to the dismay of Red, who attempts to deter Mokey from leaving. Unfortunately, however, Mokey is blinded by her new ambition, suggesting that Red should be happy for her. After everything's packed, she's ready to leave and says goodbye to her friends in a genuinely tear-jerking sequence.
Bye, Red. Goodbye, Mokey. Gee, you're really leaving. Yeah, I guess I really am.
Come, Mokey. We must be going.
Yes, bye.
The Minstrels begin their trek, and Mokey does her best to fit in amongst the rest. They happen upon some doozers, and when Mokey tries to sing to them, they're left apathetic until Cantus plays some music more suited to the doozers' palate. Cantus brushes her with truth and tells her that she hears, but she doesn't listen. They arrive at an idyllic watery cave, and Cantus proclaims that listening is the first step and the last step. I honestly don't know how they did it, but they actually managed to make water dripping sound incredibly beautiful. Afterwards, Cantus tells of a test to determine whether Mokey is a real minstrel or not, while the others warn her of it being quite arduous and frightening. Mokey puts up a brave facade, but it's clearly unsettled her. The Minstrels set up camp and prepare to rest, while Cantus reassures Mokey that he'll wake her up when it's time for her test. Mokey's confident, even if a little nervous, and begins missing her friends. Back in Gobo and Wembley's room, the Fraggles are reading a story that sounds like it's the ending to a bleak existential 1970s film, like 5 Easy Pieces.
And then the mysterious stranger slowly raised her hand and tenderly waved goodbye. She turned a corner and was gone, never to be seen again.
I knew it.
the end. It just chokes me up. It reminds me of how Mokey left.
Candace wakes up Mokey in preparation for her test, and he takes her to an eerie cavern with howling wind called the Singing Cave, where she must listen until she learns the cave's enigmatic song.
If you've got what it takes, you'll take what it's got.
Right.
Even if you have to sit there forever.
Yes, forever. Well, forever? Oh.
In my youth, this scene would always give me a mild fright, since I have a minor fear of eerie whistling wind in mysterious caverns such as this. I truly felt Mokey's fear. She's frustrated by the cave's incessant wind and discovers some of the rocks glow and form musical notes. Unfortunately, Mokey's unable to decipher the cave's song, fearing she's failed. Candace hurriedly rushes in and reassures Mokey that while she may not be a minstrel, she's certainly not a failure either. And the other minstrels return and sing an ebullient song.
Once I thought I could fly like an eagle can. Once I thought I was brave. Now I wait till my heart starts to beat again, deep in the heart of the cave.
Seek your heart on the high blue skyway. Keep your heart and it's bound. Seek your heart in the deep of the earth again. Lose your heart and it's found. Lose your heart and it's found. Lose your heart and it's found.
Candace tells Mokey that if she spent a considerable amount of time in the cave, she would have easily unraveled the entire song, but it would take fierce dedication, determination, and inspiration, also known as hard work. Mokey realizes that she isn't ready for the emotionally perilous life of a minstrel yet and decides to return home. Back in the Great Hall, the Fraggles are quite downtrodden until the minstrels arrive and Mokey lovingly embraces Red. She tells the others that she isn't ready to be a minstrel yet, and everyone's glad that she's back, excitedly asking about her experiences, whilst the minstrels disappear as gracefully as they arrived. We return to the workshop, and Doc is still attempting to play the saxophone with disastrous results.
You know, learning to play this thing could take years. All right, it could take forever. I don't think I have that kind of time. Huh? Well, what's this? Oh, you're absolutely right, Sprocket. Now that we know so much about the saxophone, we can appreciate how difficult it is to make a conical tube with 22 holes sound like that.
This is what I consider one of Fraggle Rock's most underrated and underappreciated entries. This episode conveys the lesson that it's wise to have experience and knowledge in your ambition, without delving head first without the proper wisdom and expectations. As per usual with Fraggle Rock's never-ending refinement, it's a very mature lesson to impart in a children's show. This episode is also packed with downright masterful songs. Music Makes Us Real perfectly illustrates not only the life of a minstrel, but the minstrel's individual personalities as well. Follow the Song of Your Heart is a brief yet touching ballad, and finally, Lose Your Heart and It's Found is an idyllic song about self-discovery and spiritual freedom. The exuberant and lively caverns as well never fail to awe me with its sheer pulchritudinous visuals. There's a sundry of breathtaking caves in this episode, each with their own distinct atmosphere, ranging from iridescent to eerie. Overall, this episode was a pastiche to the countercultural era, a pastiche to art and ambition, and lastly, a meaningful, profound, and wistful excursion exploring the nature of truly being a minstrel. This is undeniably my favorite minstrel episode, and it indubitably deserves a towering radish. Well guys, that was the review, and I'll see you all next time.